Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. It is Sunday, the day that, before Monday. I hate the day before Monday. Monday's even worse, but, again, is what it is. I don't have any music playing. Let me find something for us to listen to here on the Bearded Guy podcast channel. I think I want to do Mirrors. I like the song Mirrors. That's a good one. Let me turn it down just a shade. Start that over. All right. Hope everybody's well today. Trying a little different setup with my live stream. I actually got my webcam repositioned. I did that just a few minutes ago. Thought of a cool little workaround for it. It actually turned out pretty well because yesterday I was doing a stream and it looked like I felt like I looked like the kid at the adult table at at a holiday meal. So I actually had to change that a little bit, but I did find a very nice little workaround for that. Turned out really well. I like it. I think I'll keep it, at least for now, until I decide to change something different. But I don't know. Maybe if you checked out my channel any at all, you've seen I've been doing some color grading, trying to do some color grading. It's an exercise in futility right now. Microphone today is my Rode NT1, which is actually a pretty good mic. The only thing about the Rode NT1, it is a large condenser microphone that takes 48 volts phantom power to actually operate. And using it kind of, I don't know, it picks up everything. It's a great studio mic if you're in a really nice treated studio. But wait for this. Yes, absolutely, we all did. But yeah, it's a great studio mic. It does good in this environment. There's a lot of untreated space, so it gets a bit of a bounce and a bit of a reverb. I'm actually not going to stay on too long today. I'm just jumping on here. I like to put something up, keep content fresh on my channel. I noticed last night I went back and watched the live stream after it was over, and there was a lot of frame jumping, a lot of frame dropping, a lot of right now I've dropped 62 frames. Hopefully it's not affecting the video too much, but I hope the music's not too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit there so it's not overpowering. But yeah, last night I was watching my live stream. I couldn't watch it. I won't delete it. I'll leave it up there, but I wish they would get this thing right where, it's not dropping everything out and losing frame rate. Again, just wanted to put some content up today, test out a little different setup because I normally don't use this mic in this setting because it just picks up. So it's a great microphone. God, I love this mic, but you have to use it in the right environment or it just doesn't sound as good as it can. And, I would think that if, people heard it in an untreated space like this, they'll think, man, it's just not that good, but it is. They're actually really good. You just have to put it in the right environment. But enough about the microphone. Anyway, hope you're doing well today. Hope you're safe, happy, and healthy. Hope everything is good in your world. It is Sunday, the day before Monday. Ugh, I don't like Sundays. Sundays depress me because Monday is just right around the corner. Mondays are really, really odd for me, really, really strange. I just, I'm thankful that I've got a job to go to. I'm so very thankful that I do. And I'm so very thankful that, I'm able to provide for my family with that job. It's just the stress. The stress is just not good. Stress is always not good. So anyway. Hope everybody's good. Don't really have a topic again. I never have a topic anymore. I used to plan and just put so much effort into the live streams, and I still enjoy doing them. The problem is I don't get a lot of viewers. I don't get a lot of people coming in anymore, and with the live streams, and that's okay. Oh, thank you so much, Sophie. Appreciate that. But I don't get a lot of people into the live stream, so I don't put as much effort into it. And maybe that's counterproductive. Maybe if I put more into it, more people would come in and watch. I don't know. So I think it's more of my own personal, what do I want to call that? God, what am I trying to say here? It's more for my own mental, I want to put something up and just enjoy having content to put up here. Yeah. Yeah, I did some grass cutting myself yesterday. I actually got out there with a weed eater and went to town on some stuff that I didn't catch the last time when I cut grass. Shame on me. I should have done it then, but I didn't. And I got it taken care of this time. So, man, you can hear every little thing. Hear that? This mic picks up everything. I mean, everything. Doesn't matter what it is. But I am running this through a DBX, which is a really good vocal processor. It's a little weird, a little odd. The way you have to set things up. It's got an expander gate. And that's why a lot of the noise is not in the microphone pickup right now until I start speaking. It actually cuts out a lot of that. There's a lot of stuff going on that you could actually hear, but it's not picking it up because the gate actually shuts off when it's below a certain, or the sound is below a certain threshold. Really nice piece of equipment. Again, I wanted to do some voiceover stuff, and I'm still going to try to do that. It's just, that's a hard field to break into. I've got a little account on Fiverr, and I know everybody goes, don't use Fiverr because it's like the low rent voiceover place, whatever. But you know what? There's a lot of people that post their needs on there, and I've applied for a few of them. Got one decent response, but it wasn't a sure thing. And again, whenever people post their needs for voiceover recordings, man, it's like a free for all. You get 10, 15, 20 people jumping in, throwing in their stuff, and maybe, and then that's the way it is. That's what a free market runs like. People always have the opportunity to do something. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, last night was a good night. Enjoyed the live stream. I just wish the quality was a little bit better than what it was. I didn't like that part of it. I like it when it runs smoothly, but you take the good with the bad, you do what you can with it, and you hope that everything comes out all right. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. So what? At least you're posting content. And one of the things that I really love is when people that don't create content or people that don't, go to the trouble to make videos and make live streams and do all the things that, creators do, and then they make rude comments on your stuff that you put up. I think my favorite one by far is, of course, the giraffe one, where people were talking about the person that wanted to punch my giraffe in the face. But then the other one, I got a really good one. It was just a one-word response to my video. Idiot. Oh, great. You took a lot of brain power to think up that one and just post that there. But that's human nature. That's what people do. People always want to, I don't know what part of the brain makes people do that. And maybe they don't like it. Maybe they don't like some of the stuff that you do post. And if they don't, you know what? There's plenty of channels here on YouTube. Go find one that suits you, Go find something that just really floats your boat and makes you happy and makes you sing in the shower. I don't know. Find something that makes you feel good inside and watch it. But who knows? Maybe they do that to every channel. Those trolls that just kind of hang around in the background. Then jump like, here's a bad comment. So, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm actually, yeah, you're absolutely right, Sophie. Some people are just born grumpy. We all have a tendency to be grumpy at times and just be in bad moods because we're humans. Hell, that's what happens. We're human. Hang on, let me move something that's bothering me. I know that's strange, but it's bothering me so bad. Okay, now that's a little bit better. But yeah, we all have the tendency to be grumpy at times and just be like, I'm just not in a people mood. But, some people are like that all the time. All the freaking time. And it just drives, it's amazing to me. But that's okay. That's okay. Humans are humans. They do what they do. Grumpy, not grumpy, whatever, I'm going to move it back over here. I'm weird with my stream stuff. Last night I also played a little video clip with my wife in it. And you know what? One of the things that I did have to change was that I'll have to change when I do another media source again like that. I forgot to set the audio delay, and there was that echo. If you don't set the audio delay and match it to everything else that's going on, there's an echo in the track or the audio for whatever you're playing. And I didn't do that, and I forgot. So I listened to it, and I saw her part come up, and it was like, it was repeated, which is fine. I'll just remember. I have to remember to do that because the media sources are weird. They can crash your stream sometimes. You can put stuff in. That's why when I did the video resolution for that, I mean, I dumbed it down to like 720 by, I don't know, maybe 30 frames per second, something like that. But I really dumbed it down. So it didn't take a lot of resource to pump through OBS whenever I let it rip. So it turned out okay. I just have to remember the audio source needs to be set, or the audio delay needs to be set a little bit different. Yeah, very cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try to do different things with the stream, try to do some different things. I'm always testing, monkeying, testing stuff around, moving stuff around, trying some different stuff that I think looks good. And that's what we do as, content creators. You make what you feel looks good to you. And I need to post this to Facebook. Let's see if I can get some people in here. Maybe they'll come in. Ooh, that's bright. Bright, bright, bright. There we go. Done and done. Okay. Very good. Done. Over with. I don't know. Facebook, I use Facebook like I don't know. Facebook's a weird one for me. I've got some friends on Facebook. Doesn't mean they come watch your stuff, but I do post it to Facebook. And I got to the point where I was posting everything to Facebook, everything that I did video-wise or everything that I did live stream-wise. And I just felt like I got to the point where I was like, oh, God, not him again. Really? Again? So I kind of backed off using Facebook a lot. I mean, Facebook's okay for, posting pictures and memes and different things like that. But when it comes to doing stuff like this, I've tried Facebook Live before. I do not like it. It's a clunky kind of odd. I don't know. It's a weird, odd thing. It's clunky. It doesn't work right, and the comments don't scroll. So people are commenting, and you don't know they're talking. Hey, I've got a comment, and 15 minutes later you find, oh, it's not scrolling. You have to scroll up. And then you finally see it, and you're like, oh, sorry, that was 20 minutes ago. Didn't mean to miss your comment. Water is good. What is this? Let's see who's at my front door. I love technology. We have the one of the doorbell cameras. It's a pretty cool thing. But if you don't set it just right, you get a lot of motion. You get cars going by, and I've set the zone, but for some reason it still picks them up. I think it picks up the noise is what it's picking up. And whenever it does, you get that motion. Like, hey, something's going on outside your door, which is really cool. It's impressive to me to use that because like when you're away from home and you get the notification, you can look and see if somebody at my front door and the doorbell rings. It gives you a doorbell notification. That's really cool too. I remember one time somebody brought something back they were delivering and they rang the doorbell and I just clicked on live and I'm like, you can just leave it there. God, how lazy have we gotten? So again, today we're not going to stay on long. How did the lights in the back look, Sophie? Does that look okay? Yeah, I'm just trying some different lighting techniques and some different things just to kind of keep it from being so, because you can get to a point where you're boring and bland. And I think, with the way that I zoom this in, I have to set those pretty close. I need to make some little holders for the actual lights themselves. And the gels, those are like a $2 pack of different color dividers that I picked up at Walmart. So they actually work pretty good, especially when I get it dark in here and I cover up the window and then I'm just using studio lights. They actually work really good. So I made a video with those in it about my Canon M50 yesterday, but I wasn't happy with the end result of the video. I didn't like the color grade, and then I actually did another one and I put that up on YouTube, and then I noticed something and I had to go in and change something because I'm using a flat profile called CineStyle for the Canon camera. But the sharpness is turned all the way down in the standard CineStyle profile. So what I did was I'm going to bump it up a little bit, try that again, because no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get it seemed like it was out of focus, but it was in focus. It was actually the profile that was given a blur causing that weird. So I have to go in and do some tweaking with it. But again, it is what it is. That's the thing about doing stuff like that. You go and you do things and you try different things until you find something that works. Till you find something that works. Tell you what, we're going to use some different music here. Let's get some music up on See if I can find something good. I've got some stuff in y'all. Now I will actually have to play in some. I can use Joseph McDade, I think. I don't want to. I use his stuff too much. I mean, he's such a great guy to let you use his stuff, but I could use some of this stuff. But I have to go in and put the credits in, the attribution, because if I don't, I'll get a strike. You know what? Second thought. I'm not going to put any music in. I'm just going to let it run because I'm not going to be in here much longer. I'm just kind of testing some different things out. So I wanted to really see how this looks. And thank you, Sophie, for giving me some comments there. Let me know if things. Oh, thank you very much. See there? I'm missing comments. Thank you very much for the looks good, especially the one on the brick. Yes. I've actually got two back there. I'm using a blue and an orange. I don't think the blue's translating well, so I may have to switch it out to like a purple or a green. Maybe a green. Green would work. Good. I'll try a green. See how that comes out. Well, you never know. Never know. That's the thing about it. You do and try and try different things to see what's going on. You know, I did have a chance to meet somebody who is there's a lot of people that I don't want to say dabble, but that are into the Appalachian magic. I mean, people call them granny witches. It is what it is. I'm hoping that I get the chance to meet some of the people that she's talking to and interview for a couple episodes on my podcast, which, you know, that's one of the things that I'm really wanting to get into on that is that whole okay, I'll try purple next time. I'll try that for the next stream. And next time it'll be dark outside because I'm getting a lot of light flood in from the window that's just directly across from me. And then my studio light. I've got actually two bulbs burning in that right there, in that. And normally I just run one. So again, it's just some tweaking that I need to do. But if I don't do, you know, these kinds of things, then I don't know what works. So that's why I do a lot of this stuff. Anyway, how long have I been running this stream? About 17 minutes. I'm going to go for about 30 minutes today, and then I'm going to jump off here. Again, this is just Sundays are never long at all. I just jump on to test out some different things that I've been tweaking and trying to do, and just to see how it comes out. And I never delete them because I always go back and watch. I need to make sure that, you know, everything's good with the audio quality and the video quality. And it gives me an opportunity to look at it and go, what could I do different? What could I change? Oh, really? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I remember being a child and I watched it may have been of an In Search of episode, or it was one of those shows, back then where they were talking. And back then, that wasn't mainstream by any means. None of that was ever, mainstream stuff. It was all just TV shows that would come on. Oh, this specialty little thing here. But I remember somebody doing a thing about dowsing rods, finding water. The water witch is what no, it wasn't a water witch. I forget what they call them. Anyways, they used the dowsing rods to find water, and they always found water. And it always made me go, how did they do that? They tell you, oh, you can take a stick. You take the wishbone shaped stick, pull it apart, and as you walk, it would actually pull it out. And there was a lot of people that said, no, you're actually forcing that to go down. You're just subconsciously or however that is, making that stick bend over to find the water. Yeah, I don't think so, because I tried it. I tried it a bunch of times, and I was very conscious, even as a young man, I was very conscious not to force that stick to twist over. You just pull enough pressure on it, and you don't twist it. You just hold enough pressure on it to actually keep it the wishbone, the tension on the wishbone part of the stick, and it would actually pull down. Did it find water? I don't know. I was too lazy to dig a hole. I'm not digging a hole to find the water, because you're probably going to dig about 20, 30 feet down. Yeah, water witches. Okay, cool. So yeah, I've tried that a couple times. I always found that fascinating. Stuff like that just fascinates me, because there's a lot of stuff in this world that we just don't know. We may think we have some information about, and we may think that we know a good bit about everything. But there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. There's a lot of stuff that is going to be well beyond our capacity to truly understand. We might know of it, and we might understand it a little bit, but it's going to be far beyond our capacity to truly know things that go on in this world. And that's why I think there's Bigfoots and there's other things out there. Bigfoots, big feet. There's big feet out there. I think somebody said they were interdimensional beings, which was, I thought it was funny, but that is what it is. So anyway, that's enough of that. But stuff like that. I think I'm more fascinated with the prospect of actual aliens and UFOs and encounters like that. I think things like that in the universe to me, very probable, because I don't think we're the only life form here, but I don't know what life form outside of our universe looks like. I don't know, or our galaxy or whatever. I don't know what that looks like, whether it's single cell organisms or whatever that is. It could be a little gray man. It could be gray man. It could be, I mean, who knows? Who knows? There's so many strange and unexplained things, not only in this world. I mean, think about it. Space is ever expanding, and it's constantly going, according to Albert Einstein. It never stops. And if it never stops, think about how vast the universe actually is. And because of that, there has to be something more there. It has to be more than just us. I say so, but it could just be me. But maybe, who knows? Who knows? It's fascinating to think about. But you know what? It gets your mind starts opening, and you're thinking, oh my God. I'll tell you something I've really been into. Speaking of opening your mind, something I've really been into as of late, and he's long since dead, but Alan Watts. I don't know if you know Alan Watts. He's a philosopher, modern day philosopher, or was a modern day philosopher. He's dead now. I mean, fascinating to listen to Alan Watts. I just, some of the things that, some of his speeches and some of his, audio stuff is just, I mean, it resonates so much with me. Again, I am a Christian. That's what I am. But thinking about our place in the universe and thinking about how we fit into all of this cosmically, because again, I believe there's a lot to that. Like an awakening, if you will. Getting to the point when you finally realize I'm part of something bigger than what I see myself as being a part of. I don't know. It's weird. It's not really weird. It's just fascinating to me, and I've really been listening to him a lot lately. And it's there's a lot of things that he says. It just like ding, the light comes on, and I'm like, you know what? That's absolutely right. Things about worry and things about stress and things about stuff you can't affect or fix or do anything about, and that we let that stuff just avalanche on us and just cling to us. So that is what it is. But I am listening to a lot of Alan Watts. So if you come in and you check this live stream out later as a video, then maybe you can go check out Alan Watts for yourself. AlanWatts. Very fascinating. Very, very, very good to listen to. There's just something about his voice that draws you in. Very fascinating. A lot of stuff here on YouTube. I think it's the Journey of Purpose, and there's some other channels that I don't want to call it lift. They use it, and then they put it to video, video clips and different things. And really, what the video clips do is it makes it relevant to us, in our day and time. Because again, at the time that he was talking about all this stuff, it's still relevant to this day. It doesn't go out of style, but I don't know. It just makes it. It's a visual with the audio, kind of like any other video. There you go. Alrighty. Well, Sophie, I'm going to jump off here. I do appreciate it coming in, hanging out with me today. Again, these little videos are just something that I do just to kind of, do some testing. Sundays are testing day to see how my stuff is running. Hopefully the audio's been okay using this large condenser microphone and it's not too odd, too strange. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to go in and listen to it and watch it and go, I need to fix something. So, but that's okay. I do that anyways. That's what I do. I like to watch all my stuff to see how everything works out. So again, thank you so much for coming in, Sophie. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week ahead of you. And, I hope everything's good in your world, and I hope everything stays good in your world. Be safe out there. Don't go to Walmart. People are crazy at Walmart. People are crazy. Anyway, thank you for coming in, Sophie. Have a great Sunday, and we will see you next Saturday.